Hi guys, welcome back or welcome to Cooking with Pouncy. So what I'm going to put together again, I'm going to broil some stuff tonight. One of the things I'm broiling, of course, is my steak that I found in my freezer yesterday and thawed it out. I've got some broccoli and cauliflower that I also purchased, zucchini. I've got some what they call fingerling potatoes. These are very, very good for those of you who've never tried them. They cook very easily. My shrimp I got here, I've already shelled them, if you will, and these are 26 to 30 count. I'm going to take my shrimp, well, I talked about shrimp a second ago. I'm going to take a gallon Ziploc bag. I'm going to use olive oil. I'll use about a tablespoon and a half of that. I'm going to put it in that bag. I'm going to take my shrimp and dump it in the bag. I'm going to then add to that just a little shake or two of this crushed red pepper flakes. I'm going to use some black pepper. Not a whole lot. I've got some red pepper going in there, but certainly some black pepper. Just a little bit of garlic salt. I think I'll be using garlic salt rather than minced garlic. And I'll let you know if I decided on the other, okay? So we'll have some garlic flavor in that. I think also I'm going to use on my shrimp that's going in the bag some seafood magic. I think I'll be putting some of that, just a little of that on there as well. I don't want to get it too salty with all this stuff I'm sprinkling all over it here. I decided also to incorporate a red pepper into this vegetables I'm going to roast off tonight. But I want some color for the sake of that, and so I'm going to dice this up as well. And I'm just trying to rack my brain. I don't think I touched any meat, so I'll do my vegetables here and get going with these. And I'm going to put a little oil on these as I cut them up here. And you can cut yours any way you want to cut them. So I'll just do this with the red pepper. I hope you can see that. With the red pepper, and I'll just leave it that size, and then I'll just chopped up that cauliflower like that. And I'll leave it like that. And just for color, I'm just trying to make it pretty, if you will, please, okay? And then I'll cut the ends off my zucchini. And again over here. And then I think I'll cut these lengthwise. See that? So I'm just going to cut these like that, and they're about a ½ inch each. About a ½ inch each. And that's what they look like. I'm going to dump those in the bowl as well. And I'll put that zucchini in the bowl as well. And I think that's about all I'm going to put of these vegetables in there. I'm going to now do my fingerling potatoes. I'm just going to cut them lengthwise. One time, lengthwise. I'll drop those in there. And I'm just going to put enough in there for me, because my wife is on this low carb thing. And I'm trying to eat all the carbs I can. And I'm going to slice this one here. And then I'll have maybe one more. And maybe one more. And that's going to be that for the vegetables. I've got that same olive oil that I showed you earlier. I'm going to just drizzle a little bit of that olive oil on here. You can see what that is. That's probably all I need. I'm going to call that a tablespoon and a half. Okay? Now I'm going to shake it up a little bit. Shake it up, make sure they're all coated. And they are. They're all glistening. Now I'm going to sprinkle some black pepper on them. Now you might say, well, why is he putting all that stuff on there? You won't be able to taste the vegetables. Oh yeah, you will. Just going to give them a different flavor. I'm going to put just a little bit of garlic salt on them, just to taste. Hope you can see that. Shake, 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 shake. Stop. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to shake, shake, shake again. A little bit of garlic salt. Then I'm going to put, I think I might have told you about this, maybe not. This stuff is called meat magic. So again, they're looking good right now. I like my vegetables as we cook these now as well. I better pay attention so I won't shake too much on here. And you can get too much on there. So I'm spinning them again. And then I'm going to do that again. And what's going to happen here, man, I wind up putting them on. And I'm using it a little bit liberally here because it isn't that salty. And when I buy my spices and stuff like that, the first thing I do is look at the ingredient list. There it is. See if you can see it. It's well coated. It's got its olive oil on it. That I'm going to do these at 425 degrees. in my oven. So I'm gonna pour these on the pan right now. I don't have to put any oil on the pan, as you know, because the vegetables already have oil on them. So I'm gonna spread them out liberally on the pan. They're looking good here, just all spread out. Get them all squared away here. And I'm pretty happy with what I see here. I'm pretty happy with what I see here. So each one of them is coated with a olive oil. And again, these are going to stay in the oven for approximately 25 minutes. And they're all going to be done about the same time. They're going to be al dente. I don't ever overcook my vegetables. So these are ready to go in the oven, and I'm going to set these aside for a second. And I'm going to wash my hands, and then I'm going to do my steak, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. I'm going to trim the fat off of this steak. I hope you can see this. I'm going to trim the fat, the majority of the fat off of this steak. I think, yes, you can see that. That's a New York strip steak. It's a very nice cut of meat. And again, I've trimmed most of the fat off of it. This will render itself off that little bit, and of course, it's well marbled as well. I'm going to cut it, about an inch thick, I guess. I'm slicing it, is what I'm doing here. So I'm just going to slice it about an inch thick, a half inch, I should say. How about 3/4 of an inch? And I'm going to pan sear this. And I can get my pepper. I'm going to put a little pepper on it. I can do that now because I'm just going to sear this in the pan. Here's that steak magic again that I used on those vegetables. And I'm going to liberally sprinkle that on there. And I'm going to be starting this out in the pan to sear it with some olive oil. Not a whole lot. I don't need a lot because that meat, again, is well marbled. Can you tell I like garlic? Gosh, here's that garlic salt again. Just a little bit on here. A little bit of garlic salt, not a lot. I'm going to turn them over because I do want to coat both sides of it. And these are going to be very, very good. I know they are because I've done this before. And perhaps you have as well. So, a little bit of pepper again on that side. And I'm going to be searing these in a really hot pan. I'm going to have my steak magic again on the other side. I'm going to have my burner on high. And so that pan's going to be really hot. And I'm going to get these, I want these to be about medium rare to rare. These are going to be on the plate along with the shrimp that you're going to see me put together. So those are going to do their thing there on the plate. They're getting a little bit warmer as well, and they're going to cook really quick as well, okay? The shrimp, and what I'm going to do with the shrimp, here's another half baking pan that I've got. I'm gonna put this little cooling rack, if you will, on top of my half pan here again. I don't want the shrimp to lay in its own juices while it's broiling, as it's broiling, all right? You don't have to do that, I don't think, but I just did it, all right? See those shrimp on the rack? And I'm not gonna bore you with all of them, but I think I'm just gonna lay them on the rack like this. And again, I'm probably making more out of this than I should. But they'll stay on that rack, they'll not fall through, I should say. They'll stay on that rack, and I'm going to broil them just like this. And I'm going to make these shrimp, they're going to be a little translucent a little bit, because again, I don't want to overcook them. That's the worst thing you can do for any seafood, especially shrimp, and make them rubbery, all right? So, I'm going to be back in a little bit. Guys, these are going into the oven right now at 425, and I'm going to time it for about, I'm going to look at them after about 20 minutes. But I'm thinking 25 minutes, certainly no longer than a half hour. So, oven is 425 degrees, and I'm setting my timer. Looking at some bread I bought today, called Ezekiel 4:9. My wife, again, is trying to do this low-carb thing, and I'm trying to help her with it. I got my shrimp. I turned the oven up to broil, and the vegetables got them coordinated right along with that timing of the shrimp going in. And again, these probably won't go in there over 10 minutes. I'll be looking at them pretty quick anyway. So I'm going to put them underneath the broiler right now as I show you that I'm doing that. The veggies are looking really good as they're doing their thing. And my shrimp are now in the broiler position. I'm going to turn my pan on here. Taking those vegetables out right now, I just took a peek at them. And they are actually ready, and as I indicated, I do not want to overcook these vegetables. As this heat blasts me in the face here. All these are looking good, okay? So here's the vegetables. And again, they're looking really, really good. Really, really good. I'm going to put those here. The shrimp are looking good as well. I'll give you a gander at those. We'll do that, and I'll turn around a little bit. They're looking great, okay? Can you see those? They're looking great. A little translucent right now. And they probably won't go back in there any longer than another, I'm gonna say another 3 minutes, and they're gonna be ready. Because again, the shrimp are gonna cook some more. I mean, still cook a little bit once I pull them out. I got my pan is hot here now. I got my olive oil here. I'm just gonna put a little bit of olive oil in this pan. I think you can see that. I'm gonna call it a teaspoon and a half, okay? That's all I need. Letting that get hot, as I said I would. Then we put our steak pieces in there. I'm gonna take another gander at that shrimp, because as you guys know, it don't take long for shrimp to get done. What I think I'm gonna do here, as I'm doing and fussing over this, is check to make sure they're just right. And what I'm actually gonna do right now is shut that broiler off, because that shrimp will finish cooking even as I shut that broiler off, as you guys know. All right, so I just canceled the broil. It's that shrimp, I know it's still cooking. So now we're gonna drop our steak pieces, as you've already seen. And I'm just kind of coating the pan with the bottom of that little spoon and a half of olive oil in my steak pieces, all right? So make sure that's on its highest right there. I think you can hear it sizzling. I've got them all seasoned. Hear that sizzle? And that's what I want. Sear these things. The pan is really hot. Shrimp's looking good. Shrimp's looking good. And see, I'm not going to turn these either, because I don't have to turn them over. One of the other good things about that rack is that heat goes underneath that rack as well. So that shrimp's actually cooking as it's broiling, just cooking on the bottom too. Because you get that heat coming up from that aluminum foil that I covered that pan with, and in order to get the underside of it cooked as well. Again, the vegetables are looking good. I'll tell you, I usually cook these for about 25 minutes. I'm glad I took them out when I did, because they are ready, and they're al dente right now, and that's how I want them, okay? All right, I'm almost done here. I'm going to turn them over because they're nice and brown. Nice and brown. Let me show you what that's doing. They're nice and brown. Like they're turned already. Nice and brown. And what I'm actually going to do now, after I turn the next 3 over, I'm going to turn this off, because that meat's going to finish cooking as I do. I'm actually going to shut this off, even though I just now turned them over. As you know, those pieces are about 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch thick, and just the residual heat from that burner is gonna do what it needs to do. I'm gonna put those plates in there. I told you I would. Put some heat. Even though that's off, I'm gonna take my shrimp out now, because they are ready. As I tell you, I like doing stuff like this, and they look real good. Okay. And they're nice, and they're not overcooked. They're like a little beyond the translucent stage, and that's going to be ready to rock and roll here in about a second. Again, the steak is still cooking. I'm going to now start to assemble the plate as I push the toaster down on these 2 pieces of bread with no flour in them. All right, guys, getting ready to assemble all the steak pieces here, and they're still sizzling. I guess that's okay. It keeps it nice and hot as well. So we got our shrimp, which still looks very good. I didn't think it wouldn't. Let's put the shrimp over here on this end. Let's put the shrimp right here. And again, I'm ad-libbing, guys. You can do what you want to do, your own self, with your own food, okay? So that's what I'm doing here with this. And I'm going to take our vegetables. The thing about my toast I got over here, I don't want to burn that toast with no flour in it. So hope it's not ready yet. So here goes these nice veggies, and I'll call this one mine. And I'm trying to avoid the red peppers. I don't know that I should do that. These vegetables actually cooked a little longer than I wanted them to cook. Again, I like my vegetables al dente, and I'm kind of picking through them now. But I like them even crispier than this. And again, I'm gonna put a little bit of green right here. A little bit of green right there. A little bit of red over here. I don't think my wife will mind too much if she has a red pepper 2 times in one day. So, I'm gonna put some cauliflower over there. And put a piece of cauliflower right there again. Good, they look really good. They look really good. So, anyway, here is the finished product. And here's what it looks like. And I think it looks very good. Plates are kind of hot. I can do this deal. They both look the same, but they look really, really good. And it's going to be very tasty as well. And I hope you subscribe to this video. Thank you so much once again for watching me cooking with Pouncy. Appreciate you being here, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you again.